Well, it has been the $10 million question, how best to spend a one-time cash influx to make Douglas County schools safer. And here's what they've come up with. $9 million will go toward making the physical building safer. And Dougco says it would defeat the purpose to tell you exactly how they would do that. Another $1 million spent on mental health support. Public schools get 79% of the $10 million. Charter schools 17%, and private institutions get 4%. And then in a separate deal, another $3 million will be spent annually to hire more school resource officers. So that will more than double the number of SROs from 11 to 26.
And we can't really discuss the changes coming to Douglas County without talking about the tragedy that set them in motion. For a fourth day, the younger of the STEM shooting suspects was in court, fighting to be tried as a minor for the murder of Kendrick Castillo. Denver 7's Megan Lopez was in the courtroom and spoke with Kendrick's father about the actions the county took today. Megan?
That's right, Ann and Shannon. And Kendrick Castillo's father, John, has been very involved in school safety discussions, both on a county and a statewide level, ever since he lost his son back in May. Today, I had a chance to talk with John about what all of these changes at Douglas County Schools means and what else he would like to see done.
We're very reactive instead of proactive.
It's not an easy topic to talk about.
And after these things happen, money flows in.
Funding and school safety changes happening too late to save John Castillo's son. The Castillos have no other kids. The money promised by Douglas County Schools won't affect his family, but it will affect many others.
I think it's great that the money's been released. I think we should continue to try to, find annual funds year over year.
And John believes this money could have helped his son.
I guess we'll never really know, but it's a starting point, and we need to go through and evaluate it, make sure that not only we're throwing money at the solution, but we're changing policies.
This announcement comes the same day as more testimony in the case against the younger STEM suspect continues. A judge deciding whether that teen should be tried as a juvenile or an adult. Thursday's witnesses, including experts, to talk about the maximum penalties he could face either way if he's found guilty. The suspect's school counselor, doctor, and former teacher also testified about his behavior. The counselor called the teen manipulative and said that there was one safe-to-tell tip against him. Meanwhile, his former teacher cried on the stand while testifying that she thought she had a close relationship with the teen and that he could turn to her to talk.
And the last two witnesses of the day were two parents whose sons were shot at STEM during that May 7th shooting. One of them was allegedly targeted by those shooters. Now, it was obviously incredibly emotional. The parents were crying on the stand as they were testifying about that phone call that they got, that terrifying drive to the hospital to find out if their sons were okay. Kendrick's parents were in the courtroom. They were crying, as were the alleged shooters' parents. The mother was crying. That suspect showed no emotion really during the entire kind of case as that all was being read, and the witnesses were kind of giving their testimony. Court resumes tomorrow. I'm live in Douglas County. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.